What about the HOA? What are the rules and regulations? Can you help me understand that? And most realtors don't get that our role expands so much more beyond opening a door and helping you order a home inspection. There's so much, it's so much deeper than that. My job as a realtor is to protect your rights as a property owner, protect your investment, to make sure that you're not going to have a government overreach come in and take your property, right? We fight that all the time, and we do that through a lot of different ways, but advocacy is such an important part of what we do for realtors, and the general public just doesn't understand that. And for newer agents, again, if you pay member dues, get value out of that, right? Participate. And I know you belong to a firm, and you're probably getting some training and resources out of your firm, which is fantastic. But if you're living in a bubble, you're only going to know that bubble, right? The radius of that bubble is all you're ever going to know. And if you just step out of that and get different perspectives on things, is such an important part of what we do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Sorry, let me go on a tangent.
Oh, no, you're perfectly fine. And that's something that I thought was interesting. So I have some people would say have switched too many lenders in 4 years. Going from direct lender to a joint venture to a different joint venture back to movement where I am now. But one of the things I noticed is there was something of value I could pull from each situation where I feel like I'm now finally starting to figure out where I am, which is that beyond the box creative financing person.
Okay.
But if I would have stayed where I was in just that one little box and not talked to investors inside of real estate investors associations, been involved with the other affiliates, the other lenders that come to Raleigh Regional, I wouldn't even have known that the non-QM world existed.
Right.
And I would have still been, and I'm not going to say just the conventional lender, because they do great jobs for 90% of the buyers across the nation, and do a great job of that. But for the other 10% that need something, it took me getting out of the space, out of the box, being around people that were smarter, more experienced, higher producing than I was, to be like, oh, there's more. And I do see that. That's why I like to come in and see, like, oh crap, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys seeing these things? And I know that, like, I don't necessarily do a ton of business with the people that I'm in here with, but the stories and the examples I get of what success and greatness looks like inspires me to be better.